We're here today to witness the exciting inaugural journey of the Capital Express, the first railway tunnel through the Ridge of Leviathan. This new route saves 3 hours of travel time. The project was designed by...
I didn't have time to listen to background info on the train, no matter how historic the occasion. I was running late to meet my husband and daughter, and I just know they were worried.
Dad, where's Mom?
She'll be here in time, sweetie. Don't worry.
But I didn't make it in time to meet them. Some klutz bumped into me on the platform and my luggage flew all over the place. Watch where you're going!
All aboard! Ready for departure!
Dad!
She'll catch the next one, honey. It'll be fine.
I watched, frustrated and helpless as the train disappeared into the tunnel. But no one expected what happened next. The train never emerged on the other side. It simply vanished. At first, authorities were frantic in their quest for answers. But as time passed, and neither the police nor scientific experts turned up a single clue, interest faded. The official story is only this. The Capital Express went missing. Over time, the tunnel was closed. No railway ever used the tracks again, and only the morbidly curious ventured near to take a look at the spooky tunnel. As for me, I was broken. If I'd just been on time that day, I wouldn't have lost my family forever. After a year passed, I finally made myself go back to the tunnel. It had swallowed a whole train and taken the 2 people I love most in the world with it. I needed to go back to that darkness and face it. Richard, Melanie, will I ever know what happened to you? Who's there?
Gina, I need you to follow me.
He'd startled me, and logic dictated I should be on guard. But then, logic dictated that Richard and Melanie shouldn't have disappeared into thin air. Something told me he knew something, so I followed him.
Gina, how far are you willing to go to find out what happened to Capital Express?
Who are you? How do you know my name? This is a ticket for the train, on the day it disappeared. He rekindled my hope that I'd see Richard and Melanie again, even though I knew they were gone. is 911. Please state your emergency. I knew I should have gone home and got on with my life, but I couldn't. To find out what happened to them. Little did I know what I'd discover. What on earth?
You have a personal connection to the vanished train, Gina. Your husband and kid were on it. This is something I can use.
I don't get it.
I am Dr. Martin Bors, a scientist who's been conducting research on the vanishing phenomenon for years. It's not just this train, Gina. You've heard of others. The Bermuda Triangle, the Tunguska event, and there have been other abductions you haven't heard of.
Abductions? What are you talking about? Are you crazy?
I'm quite serious, as well as sane. And you're the key to finding out what really happened here, Gina. Your blood tie to your daughter could be the missing link, the thing that shows us where she is. You must trust me.
But I don't understand.
Have a look here.
Like the engine to the Capital Express.
The same train, the same passenger, the same ticket. It wasn't easy to recreate that day 1 year ago. If my plan fails, this is just an evening train trip for you. You have nothing to lose.
For all I knew, this Dr. Bors was crazy as a jaybird. But he was right about one thing. I had nothing to lose, and everything to gain if he brought back my family. Okay, I'll do it.
I'm so glad I could count on you. I've just a few more calculations to make, and I could use your help. Please, take a look at this.
Dr. Bors' research is full of strange formulas. But here's an entry from his diary.
I hope Gina comes here as I've predicted. It's been exactly 1 year since the Capital Express disappearance. I don't have official permission for my experiment, but everything has aligned otherwise. I believe in what I'm doing. It's all up to Gina now.
How did he know I'd show up at the tunnel? The anniversary, I guess. Can I trust this man? I suppose it's too late to ask that question, as I already have.
I think we're ready. It's time for departure.
The deeper into the tunnel we traveled, the weaker were my hopes. I kept seeing the faces of my husband and child in the glass. I often had visions of them, but this time, I thought it was part of the science or magic Dr. Boers had cooked up in here. We were just about to leave the tunnel when suddenly... Oh no! Melanie? I'm here. Melanie, where are you? What? Dr. Boers, no!
The Pantheon. The Masters. I need to see them.
Surface. Once my eyes adjusted to the bright light, I was so shocked, I almost let go of Boers. I saw what looked like the world turned inside out. In the center of a heavenly dome hovered a menacing sphere. But all I wanted was to find Melanie.
Mommy, please come here.
Another vision? Did I bump my head? I see lights over there. If my eyes aren't deceiving me, it's a settlement. Hold on, Dr. Boers.
Feels as if I've been in this prison forever. Not that much has changed. I was a hermit in my old life, and I'm still one here. When the train crashed here, the survivors formed a settlement and asked me to join them. But I'm happier on my own. The Masters can't get me here anyway. The way they pluck people from the settlement whenever they want. They took Richard away too. He helped me after the crash.
Richard! He was here in the settlement? can't believe it. He's still alive. But I'm afraid to hope. Your bark is worse than your bite, I bet. I'll scare you away. Where are you taking me? I just want to hold you again. A runaway! What?
You hid her.
No! We wouldn't dare!
Where is your collar?
The darkness came back. While I was unconscious, I saw flashes of dreams or memories. But soon enough, the darkness subsided, and I woke up in a hut.
I'm sorry.
I don't understand. What's the... Dr. Bors, how's he doing?
He's still unconscious. Wait. I recognize you. You're Gina, right? I was on the Capital Express that day, too. I knew your husband. I'm so sorry. But the Masters took him about 2 months ago. And Melanie, they took her a couple of days ago.
Once again, I'm too late. Richard, Melanie, have I lost you forever?
He won't wake up, but his pulse and breathing are normal. I think he's sleeping off the shock from being collared by the Masters. I've seen it happen before. He'll need a special drug we use. It's not something you find in the average first aid kit, you know.
It was Dr. Bors who brought me this close to my family, so I can't let him down now. I'll find the medicine he needs. Maybe I'll find traces of Melanie and Richard along the way. I found Melanie's album. Leafing through it made my heart wrench.
Mom, when will you come? Daddy said you'd be here on the next train. I miss you so much. The Masters took Daddy, but he said it wouldn't be long and Aunt Shauna would look after me. But I'm still very scared.
Melanie, whatever happens, I will find you. Melanie! The visions are growing stronger and more frequent here. It must be due to the bond Dr. Bors mentioned. But what does it mean? Is it a warning? Or just a clue?
So you're Gina. Shauna told me about you when you were out cold. Sorry I haven't come to properly welcome you, but I'm preoccupied with Sam here. He's really sick, but it's not like I can take him to a hospital. We jury-rigged this breathing machine for him, but it's not going to cure him. I can't leave his side. He was like a father to me. Oh, Sam.
Good heavens. Betty's single-handedly keeping this man alive.
There's an airplane nearby. It might have what you're looking for. I have one request. If you find an oxygen tank, please bring it to me. It'll give Sam and I time to figure out what to do next.
Richard? He was here, in this very train car. Oh, it's from the Capital Express. Poor girl. It's okay. What's your name?
Go away!
I knew the notes were Richard's the moment I saw them. I always loved his writing, and his cute habit of drawing in the margins.
Gina, it's been so long, but your image never fades. It grows stronger in my heart. But lately, I've let my fear get the best of me. I'm afraid I'll never see you again. I feel the masters will be coming for me soon. It must be the collar which makes me feel so obedient and ties me to those wretches. But I'm prepared. The settlement has been strengthened, and Shauna will look after Melanie. If only I could see you once more. Gina, I love you.
My name is Dorothy. Are you Melanie's mommy? The Masters took her a little while ago, up there, to the Pantheon. I don't like them. I'm scared they're going to get me, too.
The Pantheon. Is that what they call that sphere in the sky?
Here, you can have this. It'll help you. I hope you can bring Melanie back. I miss her.
This place doesn't look safe.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Sam, now we've got a chance. Here, take this black box. Sam was the pilot and grabbed it from the plane when he escaped. Maybe it'll help you get into the cockpit.
This is 552. Flight instruments are inoperative. Geolocation is impossible. Emergency landing.
Oh no! Hurry! I must get out of here! Just a little more.
Oh, that was close. Thank goodness that's over. Come on, boars, wake up.
It worked. It worked. This is incredible. Gina, I told you it would work. Wait, where is my briefcase? Gina, where is it?
Briefcase. Right. I remember. I left it in the fire, there in the train engine.
Gina, I need my briefcase. There's something very important inside. I'll go get it. Oh.
He's not going anywhere. He's got a concussion and needs to rest, or he'll slip into a coma.
I knew I'd have to be the one to fetch the briefcase. Whatever Dr. Boers had planned was now ruined. But maybe...
I know. You're going back to the train engine to get the briefcase. Here's the key to the gates.
Unfortunately, Shauna has only half the book, so she won't know how it ends. If I find the other half, I'll bring it to her. It's the least I can do for her.
Gina, my briefcase is the key. Inside you'll find evidence that will help you understand what's going on here. For you, it's a chance to find your family.
Richard, Melanie, do I dare hope? The Masters! They've attacked someone else. I need to open the gates. Fast!
Thanks again, Gina. Sam's much better. Listen, if you need anything, let me know. I've hidden some things in storage. Here, take this. If you come across any odd-shaped slots or impressions, make a copy of the shape, and I'll see if I have a match for it.
It does not concern you. Leave.
I told you, let her go! Stop! No! Let her go! Poor Dorothy. I felt so sick when they took her away, but I still believed I could fix everything. I just needed to keep going.
Why can't anyone stop the Masters? They're bad guys.
I could no longer hold back my tears when I saw her words. My sorrow was overwhelming. I've got to stop these monsters. I don't know how, but I swear I'll do everything I can.
Oh, thank you. I was dying to find out how it ended. Hey, look at this. There's something between the pages.
Melanie was here. I can feel her. It's real, not a hallucination. But what was she doing here, so far from the settlement?
Help! Somebody help!
Who's there? Larry! What a brave dog you are! Okay, this wolf doesn't know when to stop.
The image is definitely familiar, but I need the real picture to know for sure. This is the one I had. Hold on a second. Here you are.
This must have been Melanie's secret play place. She was always going off by herself as a kid anyway. I bet she kept them on their toes at the settlement. Sweet Melanie. This must be the Master's platform that Melanie defaced. I can't help but smile at the thought of their precious platform covered in a child's drawings. But I wonder if this thing can still fly.
Thank you so much. I can undo the harness, but I'm afraid I'll break something if I fall from this height. Oh! Let me introduce myself. My name is André. Will you tell me how I can get out of this odd place?
I took one look at him and had no idea how to answer his question. If I sent him to the settlement, he'd quickly acquire a set of collars, and one day, he'd be taken to the Pantheon. On the other hand, I could tell him to hide, but he'd surely die of starvation in the wilderness. At the settlement, there'd be people to care for him, and they could surely use another strong man. You should go that way. Ask for Betty or Shauna. They'll explain everything.
Great! Okay then, brave little dog. Let's get you home. So long!
My briefcase, wonderful. Follow me. We've got to get it open. Tina, help me. It won't open. We'll have to cut it. Come on, come on. Yes, here it is.
What's that? What's going on?
Sorry, Gina, nothing personal. I always put my interests first. Now it's time for you and I to part. I don't think we'll meet again.
And that's when everything clicked into place. You probably think I was stupid to trust Bors all along, but he fanned the flames of my hope. All I wanted was to see Richard and Melanie again. Bors was so good at manipulating me. But when I finally saw who he really was, I remembered. It was the klutz from the station platform. He's the one who tore my family away from me in the first place.
How dare him! That lying fiend! Gina, it couldn't get any worse. The Masters will punish everyone in the settlement for this. So listen, I've got something to show you. Here in the cellar, we've been collecting items cast off from the Masters, hoping we can use them someday. Though we don't always know what they are. Maybe you should take a look. But be careful. It's dark down there. And there are some little beasts flying around, too.
What else is Shauna keeping from me? On the other hand, Bors was only too willing to share and acted as if he were trustworthy and on my side. I think Shauna's scared to trust anyone. This experience is teaching me how to really know people. The Masters don't waste any time. He's already been collared. Did I doom this poor man? Or save him from sure death in a lifetime of desolation?
Gina, it's wonderful to see you again. I don't really understand what's happening here, but I think what you did was good. I have nothing but thanks for you. Here, take this. You might be able to use it.
Larry! What is it, boy? I couldn't believe it. The collar went dead. I longed to rip it off, but I left it on so I wouldn't attract attention. Besides, the staff had also gone dead, so I wouldn't be able to release anyone else from this awful bondage. It works!
Language specified. Welcome to the Pantheon database of operations, Master. The database contains 2 matches to your biocode. Human, Richard. Human, Melanie. Human, Richard. Status: data confidential. Insufficient access level. Human, Melanie. Status: destination, magmatic Omega Dimension. Contract time, 75 years. Departure in 1 hour, 27 minutes. Human time. Capsule 0.9.1. Pantheon's principal departure hall.
Oh no. Melanie. Richard. I need to reach the Pantheon any way possible. The platform, maybe? Perhaps I can fix it. What if... the Pantheon? Query for resources necessary to activate the platform.
Scanning your mind for information on the platform. Analysis. Power unit is discharged. Power unit of this terminal server is compatible with the platform. Shutting down the system.
Incredible! Did the terminal server read my thoughts? And it seems to have left a part for me. I need to hurry. Even a moment's delay and I could lose Melanie forever. And Richard, unless I've already lost him. There's no turning back now. The Masters are an oppressive race, and they're about to send Melanie away to a dimension where who knows what they'll do to her. I've got to save her. The terminal wouldn't tell me what happened to Richard, though. The only way to find out is to go to the Pantheon. At least that's over. I can finally take these blasted things off. There's someone behind the door. Bors is probably around here too. I'd better get a move on.
Great Master, I'm a representative of Earth's dominant species. I've come here with a very tempting business proposal for you.
What the devil is Boris talking about? I better search this place. Maybe I can figure out what's going on. It's Dorothy. What will they do to her? I've got to get her out of here. I managed to figure out the cube's control mechanism and send Dorothy back to the settlement. She'll be safer there. Now I need to find Melanie and Richard. Uh-oh. If they're not all deaf, they'll surely find me. Then again, they probably wouldn't expect anyone here. This is the technology wing. Maybe they're accustomed to loud noises.
In return for your support and technology, we will provide you with shipments of any goods you desire. With our cooperation, you'll receive much more than you'd get on your own. We might need some time to, change the current political regime, but with your support, we can guarantee...
That sellout! He's betraying the entire human race!
No, please. No, please stop.
No.
A friend, an ally. No!
Take him to dispatch zone. He is a gift.
A dispatch zone. Melanie might be there.
me out. You have no right. I have powerful friends. They'll come looking for me.
I think Dr. Bors has just been sent somewhere. As someone's gift. As angry as I am about his betrayal, no one deserves that. But I've got no time to worry about Bors. Now that the Masters are gone, I can take a closer look at the second capsule. It's Melanie, my dear girl. The real deal, not a vision this time. I found a small notebook in his coat.
Who would have thought this lunatic was telling the truth? I met him once at the hospital during an education session. He was one of the violent ones, kept talking about a sphere, the Pantheon, and beings called Masters. He claimed to be the only one who'd ever escaped. I laughed at him, and he became very upset. In a bout of rage, he told me he had an artifact from the Pantheon. I took a look, and that was the turning point for me. The artifact, I'd never seen anything like it. And his story began to make sense. His notes, the strange artifact. I couldn't believe it was true at first, but it was.
And where did your deceit take you, Bors? Then I knew the truth. The Masters became immortal, and they discovered an inexhaustible source of energy. With these achievements, they had no more need for love or companionship, and they grew arrogant. Mere mortals became possessions to them. They keep the blood of their first immortal here somewhere.
love you. Mommy!
I cried when I finally found my sweet little girl. I prayed that I could get her home at last, and safe.
I'll wait for my mommy here. She'll come. I know she will.
The changed dispatch course didn't go unnoticed. Will I ever know what happened to Richard?
You follow me.
I knew I couldn't disobey his command. Something told me this would be a one-way flight. As terrified as I was, I felt a sense of fatal curiosity.
Before you die, look.
Richard, it's you! What is all this? It was a collection. This despicable monster collected samples of the species he traded. My revulsion toward the master slowly turned to an overwhelming fury. Richard, I thought, this one's for you. Richard. Thankfully, he was still alive, but his body was stiff, and he looked like he was in a trance. This thing was the master. I couldn't believe it. They weren't robots. These were just their costumes. And inside was this weak-looking, evil little thing. After all this, I was headed to the heart of the Pantheon. A place with no heart.
Welcome to the Pantheon database, Master. We are currently experiencing a high demand for human subjects. Their combination of productivity and longevity is unrivaled. Unfortunately, they possess a single but problematic default, a propensity for disobedience. But we have solved the problem by indoctrinating them at childhood, before their independence is fully cultivated. Our revenue has increased 54%.
I was riveted to my spot as I heard the computer's cold words. Those monsters. Someone had to put a stop to them. I discovered that these monsters had a master shutdown plan in case they needed to halt their entire system and disappear. I hoped Shauna wouldn't get scared when her collar suddenly came off. And I hoped beyond hope that Richard would awaken. I wished desperately for my family to be reunited, but I wasn't sure if the Pantheon would let us go back home.
And here we were, finally free. I stood there relishing the feeling of my family by my side. I gazed at the stars and didn't know what to expect from them anymore. In the back of my mind was one lingering question. What happened to Boars? I may never know,